You're a Senate candidate for the Wildrose Party?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Tell me about
My name is Raymond, Germain. I work for Canadian Natural Resources. I'm a gas plant operator.
Okay.
I come from a big family. What happened for me was an issue concerning my mom. That's what first started this for me. Sorry, but the senior system is broken, in my opinion, and as to what I witnessed. My mom turned ill. She started to fall, forget to eat. She would go for supper at 9 o'clock at night when supper's at 5, and something was not right with my mom. So when that happens, she's not allowed to live where she was at. She has to go into assisted care. Guess what? No rooms at the inn at assisted care. No place for my mom to go. I'm hearing this now from seniors and from people in town, and it's been like that forever. But anyways, from there what happened is my mom, they said we had to bring her into emergency.
Yep.
So we did, and they said the doctors will place her. So we brought her into emergency. We sat 9 hours in emergency. 94 years old, my mom was. She finally got to see the doctors. Guess what? No rooms at the hospital. Now no place to bring my mom. Sad. So finally, a few days, I don't know how long after, they finally got her a bed in the hospital. But they're not equipped to look after seniors in the hospital. And it costs 4 times the money in a hospital that it would cost in a senior's home. So, so a couple days later, my mom was there. They had a little emergency bell, horn or something hooked up on her so that if she tried to get out of bed, they could help her, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, mom wanted to go to the bathroom, and you know what, it's embarrassing to get help to go to the washroom. So she got out of bed, she fell. Her head was black and blue. She had stitches all over her body. So after that, sorry.
It's okay.
Well, my mom passed away just a couple weeks ago. So, but shortly after that, they had to tie her down into a bed. So they tied her with this big belt, and only because, they asked the family too. We okayed it because we had no choice with mom. We didn't want her to fall again. Still no place to go. I mean, my mom worked in auxiliary care in St. Paul all her life. She was the first one to start, one of the very first nurses when they built the new building for auxiliary. It was called Blunt's Nursing Home. So anyway, so my mom was tied in this bed forever, a month and a half, I don't know how long. But every day, every single day, anyone was see her, especially the boys, because she thought we were responsible for her. She was tied, they tied her down with this big belt. And she'd look at us and say, I want to go home. Please. Tears in her eyes, I want to go home. Broke my heart. Broke my heart like you wouldn't believe. I just did not know how bad that system was. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. Even in the hospital, my mom, we're a family of 12. My mom would never complain about food in her life. Never did in her life. Even in hospital food. She was there for 2 weeks and my mom couldn't eat anymore. She couldn't eat the food. I find out that auxiliary and Sunnyside where she lived and the old folks' homes have beautiful homemade food. Not auxiliary, I'm sorry, auxiliary is with the hospital, but extended care and Sunnyside. And now I find out the hospital food, this is all happening to me as I'm going. Is all this stuff brought in barrels, flaked potatoes, soup in a bag kind of thing. So my mom could tell she couldn't eat the food anymore. So I wrote letters. I wrote letters to the PC government. They wrote me back. Horn, I guess, the health minister, Mr. Danlick from my area. They wrote me back, so I was appreciative for that. But it just seems like the same thing, We'll set up a task force to do this, to set up a meeting. Here's some names of people you can ask. And while this was all going on, I have to say, we have a psychiatric ward in St. Paul. Beautiful new building they just built. Probably 25 beds empty. Are you kidding me? My mom should have been in one of those beds. I'm sorry to say, they paved the way. The seniors deserve our very best. And so I wrote them a letter and no response. I'm the type of guy that, words and letters mean nothing to me. Action is what's needed. So, and I guess quite a few people put my name in and suggested that I would be a good guy to run for the Senate. And I'm not sure about that because I'm not a politician. I'm the odd man on the Senate poll. There's 9 or 10 guys there, and they're all lawyers, politicians. I know that, multi-million-dollar business owners. I'm just a common sense guy. I can smell a rat. And when something stinks, then I like to do something about it. Excuse me. I also have 2 kids, 4 little grandkids. They knew how much this affected me, hurt me. And I thought, if I don't do something, if I just sit back and whine and complain and don't do anything about this, what am I showing them? So I want them to know that if something burns their heart as bad as this has burnt mine, then go out and try and make a difference.